What's up, good people? Welcome to Golden Age postseason preview. We talking about people making the playoffs, people getting fired, recruiting, and doing a little housekeeping. I usually try to do this about mid-season, but I've been busy, bro. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I've been busy, but we're gonna get to it. I am gonna do a recap of season one too. So even though it's closer to the postseason, I'm still gonna do a season one recap after the transfer portal. So let's get into it, man. Like I said, we're gonna talk about the playoff hunt, coaches on the hot seat, some Heisman watch, recruiting trail, and we're gonna do some housekeeping. All right. If you're new to Golden Age, try to do at least 2 videos a year. When I'm really in it, I do 3. So, but this is the first one of this year. Thank you for being a part of the dynasty, and super excited to get towards. I mean, we've been moving through the season pretty fast, so we kind of slowed down lately, but I feel like we can pick it back up and get through the end of the year. All right, shout out to UNLV, man. Number 10 team in the country, 10-0. You know him from his Remember the Titans GIFs and memes he be putting in the chat. He got the number one rushing offense in the Mountain West. He's number one in third down conversions. And I think that's because he got the number one rushing offense. He's dealing with third and shorts often. And then he got the number one turnover differential in the Mountain West. His quarterback is the epitome of dual threat, 28 total touchdowns through the air and on the ground. He's a read option merchant. A lot of QB runs. He has a lot of, I think he has almost 500 yards on the ground with his quarterback. And that goes along with his passing touchdowns. He's definitely on playoff watch. Got a big test this week against Hawaii, who's actually had a really good season. It'll be, I mean, I think that's kind of like his last really big test. I'm looking at the schedule now. I got the game up. Basically, with these small schools, you got to go undefeated. I think actually with him being at number 10, he might be able to take a loss. He really might be able to afford a loss because it would probably just take him down to 15 or 16. But yeah, so he got Hawaii this week. He beat Hawaii. I'm looking at the schedule they already played. He beat them. So he's in the playoffs. Just honestly, he's in the playoffs. He got Nevada next week, CPU. He's gonna roll them. He'll be in the playoffs, and so that's super dope. Congrats to UNLV. Unless he fold against Nevada or fold in the conference, I think even now if he loses the conference championship, he's already out. So right now he controls his own destiny though for sure. UConn, they are the number 11 team in the country. Surprising. I didn't expect him. I didn't expect and no disrespect, Bobby. I just didn't think UConn had a good enough roster for you to compete this early. But he got the number one defense in America. And I mean, that's what he does. You look at his offensive numbers, they are nothing great. They're decent, but they're not fantastic. It's his defense. His defense has been amazing. Number one in sacks, he puts pressure on quarterback. Number one in turnover differential, and his quarterback, like I said, has been good. Not great, but good. 23 touchdowns, over 2,500 yards. The biggest thing for him is he got 2 more user games. He got Temple, who Rob is all right, but we'll see if he shows up. And he got James Madison. Same thing. Average, like players been decent, but been hit or miss as far as communication is concerned. We'll play a few weeks and then disappear. If they both show up, he's gonna have his work cut out for him. Both of them are decent users. He controls his own destiny as well. At number 11, both the thing is you got to win your conference championship. So he's basically got 3 more games to win to be in the playoffs. But he's right there, 10-0. He has had a fantastic year. Man, I gotta blow my nose. It's all right. We're gonna fight through this. East Carolina, man. I like East Carolina. I actually did an East Carolina rebuild in a league last year. Um, and it wasn't a rebuild league. It was, I mean, I was playing against Michigan and all the high teams, but I chose them because they jerseys. East Carolina jerseys are fire. But let's talk about East Carolina and Golden Age. They got the number one total offense in Conference USA. And it's because they have the number one pass offense in Conference USA. He airs the ball out. But it's interesting because they also got the number one pass defense in Conference USA. So they are controlling the airway. If it's in the air, they're doing it. They're hard to stop, and if you're doing it, they're going to stop you. Their quarterback, I think, is the second best quarterback in Golden Age as far as the numbers go. Raheem Jeter, he has over 3,600 yards through the air and 39 passing touchdowns. He's putting together an incredible year. If it wasn't for his interceptions, I think he had about 12 or 14 interceptions. He would definitely be in the Heisman watch with those numbers. In college football, you can't have a ton of interceptions getting the Heisman. But that being said, he's 10-0. He's the number 18 team in the country, and he's controlling his own destiny as well. I didn't put it, but he's number 18. If he wins out, he's gonna have a shot. See, the thing is to get into the playoffs, the top five uh conference championship winners. So usually there's only one group of five team that gets in. I think right now we have two with UConn and UNLV being in the top 12. But what happens a lot of times is one of the 11 to 12 teams doesn't make it because of the group of five that gets in. So it's going to come down to conference championship games. East Carolina wins out and UNLV or UConn stumbles, they will be in the playoffs. And then the last team is UTEP. UTEP actually is surprising. They've had an interesting ownership switch recently. Guy was having a great year, got blown out. Not even got blown out, just left and lost. He lost, and then just left the league. His first loss of the season. Don't know why. So it was a new guy who beat him. Let him switch. He's UTEP now. Is number one. He's number one in pass touchdowns in Mountain West. Number one in total defense, and number two in pass yards in the Mountain West. They have the best quarterback as far as rating is concerned and pedigree. He's a 5-star. I don't know if that's Malachi Nelson or not. I just picked a random picture. But Malachi Nelson is the quarterback at UTEP, former USC, former Boise State quarterback. He has over 3,000 yards passing, over 30, and has 37 touchdowns. Definitely, he is a 5-star. Nobody else has a 5-star quarterback playing quarterback for their team. So they also have fire jerseys. By the way, UTEP jerseys are cold. He is number 20 in the country, and he's in the Mountain West as well. So he has a chance to upset the pecking order when we talk about the championship, because it's going to come down to him and UNLV. So him and UNLV are going to have to play in the conference championship, and honestly, it's going to be probably going to be winner makes the playoffs is what it's probably going to come down to. So that's going to be interesting to see who's able to pull that out. The old UTEP loser definitely did lose to UNLV early in the season, but this is a new guy, but that let's say he has to get there too, though, because he does play San Diego State, and they do have the Heisman forerunner right now, and they do only have 2 losses in the Mountain West. So there's a really good team left on his schedule that he does have to beat. But that being said, I think he controls his own destiny. 3 wins, and he got a chance to make the playoffs. All right. Teams on the hot seat. So we talked about the teams that are doing well. These are teams that are not doing well. Rice, shout out to Rice, man. He plays his games, but he doesn't win them. His the winless record has put their coach in the 80s crossfire. His job security is very low. Hopefully you get at least 2 years, but he's on the hot seat. I think he has 2% job security, so he's probably getting fired. Shout out to my co-commissioner Liberty, man. He might be looking for a new team. He has not even beat the computer. It has been not the season he hoped for sure. And not the season I thought he would have. He actually last year in Golden Age that he played, he was decent. Part of the issue is he's giving away a ton of force wins. So that's part of the issue. But also when he's played, he has not been good. But he has 2 games coming up against teams under 500, Purdue and Missouri State. Hopefully he can beat one of them at least, so he doesn't finish winless. And this is one of the things about Golden Age I think is fun, is you can take another head coaching job. So some of my teams, UNLV, UConn, UTEP, East Carolina, who are killing it this year, Alabama might be open. I was looking at job security. Their job security is low. And the thing about getting a new job is it's all about timing. If Alabama fires their head coach, we might have some teams that are able to move to one of the best programs in the country right away. So it can happen. I'm in another rebuild league, and after the second season, guys have got Clemson, Georgia, Tennessee. So it's all about timing. And so we have some teams that are definitely in the running to be looking for new jobs after this year, and Bama might be open. All right, award watch. These are some of the players who I think have a chance to bring home an award this season. Nathan Acevedo from San Diego State is leading the Heisman race. He has 60 catches, over 1,700 yards. 2 games ago, he definitely get over 2,000 yards, and he has 25 touchdowns. This kid is electric. If you play San Diego State, you already know he gets the ball a lot. And when he gets it, he makes something happen. So for those of you who got San Diego State on the schedule coming up, guard him. Guard him. He is absolutely incredible. I talked about Raheem Jeter already a little bit from ECU. He is leading the nation with over 4,000 passing yards and 45 touchdowns. Absolute gunslinger. Absolute gunslinger. He's a pocket passer. He's just throwing the ball all over the field. And so definitely a tough guy to stop. Michael Richard, the only defensive player I put on the list, 5'11" coverage specialist from Louisiana Tech, 6 interceptions, second in the country. Got a chance to finish the season as the number one, has most interceptions in the country. He's only 2 behind the lead. And he's a no-fly zone. Louisiana Tech, he got to play his games, but if he plays his games, man, when he does play, this guy's all over the field. And then I talked about Malachi Nessa. He's a 5-star who honestly was a bust up until this year. UTEP has turned his career around, and this is the talent that everybody thought he had coming out of high school. I remember when he got to Boise, they thought he was going to start. He got beat out for the job, but he went to UTEP, won the starting job, and finally showed what he can do. These are some of the top teams with top recruiting in the dynasty. UConn has 6 3-stars. Their best one is a running back, Okoyemi. He's Nigerian, so he's probably athletic. He has used his success on the field to convince some players that UConn is more than a basketball school. Ranked number 55 in the country, and he has the top class in the American. East Carolina, they have really focused on the defense side of the ball. Out of their 7 3-star recruits they signed, at least 4 of them have been defensive players. 4 of the top 5 are defensive players. It might even be 5 or 6 of them are defensive players. So I think with their offensive focus this year, he has been intentional to try to improve that defense for next season. And, they have had a good season, but we know players are going there for the jerseys. He had the top class in Conference USA, and they are ranked in the top 50. I think they're the only school in the dynasty ranked in the top 50 in recruiting. They're ranked number 45. And then we got Georgia State. Shout out to my boys out in Atlanta, man. We did get a 4-star recruit. I think it's only like 2 or 3 of us that got a 4-star. It's a running back. And we got to come to Atlanta where the players play, and we ride on the things like every day. All right. I also added a few 3-stars and a 2-star gym. Putting together a legitimate recruiting class. Looking forward to the portal being in Georgia. I was looking at the thing that sucks about being in Georgia State is although I am in Atlanta, I don't have a really good pipeline for Atlanta. Like I think it's a level 2 pipeline, so that sucks. But honorable mention, Hawaii. Hawaii is the top recruiting class in the Mountain West. They just get put on the list, but he's been doing a good job recruiting. And I think moving forward, his team was probably one of the worst teams to start. So if he keeps recruiting with the way he's played, with what he has, his future looking bright as well in Hawaii. So friendly reminders, man. Stream your games. I know it's getting late in the season, so niggas forget. This is not optional. This is required. I have already kicked a couple people who weren't streaming. Kicked some people who weren't streaming. Kicked some people who weren't playing. So you got to stream. It helps with activity. It makes it so that we can just watch your game, be fans of your game, and it is required. That is a rule. It's not optional. All right, communicate. Schedule your games ASAP. When advance happens, like just reach. I tag you. Just be like, hey, this is my schedule, or when can you play, or something. Because if you don't communicate within the 24, that's where these forced wins are coming from. There is no quitting or conceding. accolades and stats matter, especially because we can manually upgrade college football now. So take your losses like a man, bro. Like just finish the game. Just finish the game, fam. And we're looking. We do need new users. We got about 24, 25 active users, so we're still mostly full, but there is a couple teams that I need to replace. And I will at the end of the season, right before we get the transfer portal, I'll be adding teams. Uh, I appreciate you guys adding people if you know some people that are looking for leagues, but don't add your friends who are emotional. And y'all know who they are. Yeah, y'all know y'all friends who are gonna get in here and complain about the team or complain about whatever. Like y'all don't add them. All right. This is a long-term dynasty. We need solid guys who want to build something. That's what this whole league is about. All right. That's it, man. Super excited for the end of this season. Can't wait to see how the playoffs unfold and what that looks like, man. It's gonna be a really good end of the year. And so, if you in Golden Age, if you're new to Golden Age, if you're rocking with us, just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you being part of the dynasty.